The following is a production of Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution.
Leatherback turtles have been on this planet for over 100 million years, but some populations are facing extinction within this century. Egg harvest, fishing gear entanglement, boat collision, and degraded habitat are some of the hazards these turtles face, but we don't know enough about their behavior and environment to create policies to protect them. To see their underwater environment and behavior in natural conditions, we need to virtually get in the water with the turtles. I knew about Amy's innovative work with TurtleCam and thought, this is how we can get close to the turtles. So I tracked her down in Woods Hole, pitched the idea, and that's how TurtleCam was born.
TurtleCam is the world's first three-dimensional tracking vehicle capable of filming a range of marine animals. It's carved a new path for how scientists, conservationists, and the world can explore the mysterious world of sharks. So the Remus 100 three-dimensional tracking system, it's a specially adapted autonomous underwater vehicle, and it has a unique navigation system that can determine the depth, the range, and the position of a tagged animal. We find an animal of opportunity, whether it's a white shark or a leatherback turtle, and we get a tag on it we call a transponder. It's basically the most advanced game of Marco Polo you can ever play. So imagine the vehicle is saying Marco and the transponder is passively listening, and when it hears the Marco specific call, it responds with 2 polos. Tagging turtles is infinitely one of the most difficult things I've ever tried to do, and it's much harder than tagging white sharks.
They're sort of a logistical nightmare to study in the sense that these turtles are, they're very cryptic, they're hard to find, and they're also, which sounds like a bit of a paradox, they're also huge. These turtles can be over 1,000 pounds. They're only up at the surface periodically, and they're difficult to actually get close to.
So we would race out early in the morning, and we'd talk on the radio. We've great communication back and forth with George, our spotter pilot, and he'd race out over there and we'd just start scanning the ocean. And you don't realize how hard it might be until you spend hours and hours staring at the open ocean and there's nothing out there. And then all of a sudden, after just static on the radio, you hear George scream, "Bingo!" The key is to get to the turtle as fast as possible, but once you're upon it, you have to slow down as slow as possible, not to spook it. And what we found out was that the turtles were coming up, especially on day 1, to the surface for only about 60 seconds. So you're 4 miles away, you have to race the boat over, then slow down the turtle, approach it, and then tag it with a 6-foot pole.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So we were able to tag one leatherback successfully, and so the proof of concept, the milestones that were met, and the things that we learned were significant. Data from TurtleCam will be used in recovery efforts for leatherback turtles,
allowing us to collect new information that will help leatherbacks survive and thrive.
To learn more about Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, visit us on the web at www.whoi.edu.